Have you ever wondered what is Java and how was it created? Well, in this video, we will tackle and discuss the story of Java programming and even differentiate the so-called applet and application. Now, without further ado, let's begin. Java was created in the year 1991 by James Gosling, Mike Sheridan, and Patrick Norton in a company known as Sun Microsystems. At first, Java was called O and was developed as part of the Green Project, where it aims to develop a programming language that is suitable for consumer devices. But since there is already a programming language called O, it was then changed to Java. But why was it called Java? According to James Gosling, it was one of their top choices along with the name Silk. But Java was so unique that their team members preferred Java than other names. And did you know that Java is an island of Indonesia where coffee was first introduced? What is Java technology composed of? First is programming language. It is a formal or artificial language with a specific syntax and semantics that allows humans to write instructions for a computer to execute, creating software and applications. Second, the development environment. It is a comprehensive workspace equipped with the necessary tools and processes that enable developers to write, test, debug, and manage software code. The third one is application environment. It is a collection of the necessary software and hardware resources, infrastructure, and configured components that host, run, and manage a specific application. And the last one is the deployment environment. It is a specific, configured technical space or system where software is tested and run at different stages of its development cycle, ranging from a developer's local machine to the final production servers accessible by end users. Let us find out the different features that Java has. The number one is object-oriented. The basic concepts of object-oriented programming are the object and class. When we use Java programming, it represents a real-world identity or a concrete instance of class. It acts like a blueprint or defines what will be the object's purpose or behavior will be. Inheritance. Java can inherit behaviors or purpose. For example, there is a superclass where its purpose can be inherited by a subclass. Just like a father dog, its children can also bark. Polymorphism, wherein Java can have many or different forms depending on what it is interacting with. Abstraction. Instead of having you look to unnecessary details, Java simplifies and presents us only the essential information that we need. Encapsulation. Just like the word itself, Java can also hide or restrict other classes and making it only accessible with those who have the same classes. The second feature of Java is simplicity. Java is simple to use and it is not complex. The third feature is secured. Java can prevent malicious codes to be executed. The fourth one is platform independent. Java can run exactly anywhere. Another feature of Java programming is robust. Java is robust in terms of its ability to recover from errors and unexpected conditions during runtime. Number 6 is portable. And number 7 is architecture neutral. Once compiled, Java can run on or execute in any compatible platform. Number 8, dynamic. Java is capable of modifying or adapting during a runtime. Number 9, interpreted. Java can be compiled into binary bytecode. And number 10, high performance. Java is able to manage multi-threading. And for the number 11, Multi-threaded. Java is capable of performing multiple processes concurrently. And the last one is number 12, distributed. Java is able to facilitate the creation and execution of applications across multiple machines in a network. Like other programming language, Java also has some requirements in order for it to operate at its full potential, one of which is the Java development environment. The Java development environment has a set of tools and resources that is used to create, test, and run Java-based applications. Its core components is the Java Development Kit and the Integrated Development Environment. Java Development Kit or JDK produces several folders in our system. Each of these folders holds pertinent files that would be necessary for building our program. The Integrated Development Environment or IDE is a software application that provides developers with unified graphical interface to write, test, and debug software codes more efficiently. As what we have talked about JDK, it produces several folders in our system. These folders are the bin folder, short for binary. This folder stores the .class files generated when our .java source code is compiled. This Java or this class files contains bytecode, which is the machine-readable format that the Java virtual machine executes. Demo folder. This folder contains numerous examples showcasing core Java features like JavaFX, Swing, Java 2D, and other technologies. Docs folder, created to hold the HTML files and other resources that constitute your API documentation. The include folder, it contains C language header files. These headers are essential for developers who need to interact with Java code from native applications. The JRE folder contains the Java runtime environment, which is the JRE is a collection of components necessary to run Java applications, but not to develop them. Lastly, the lib folder primarily contains library files and private implementation details of the Java runtime system. These files are crucial for the proper functioning of the JDK and the Java runtime environment or JRE it includes. Now, let us visualize how the program cycle of a Java program works. First, by having a source code with the use of any text editor to create a source code with the file extension .java. That source code will then be compiled according to JVM and it gets its bytecode or .class file. The bytecode that has been extracted will be executed using an interpreter. After that, the output program will be shown. We have reached the part where we will be able to identify the difference between an applet and application. An applet is a special application that is designed to run within the context of a browser. In other words, an applet can be found within a browser. The example of this is a Java program that is embedded with an HTML web page that can be executed in a web browser. On the other hand, application is a standalone program that does not need a browser to run. In Java programming language, a program is made up of one or more classes. A class in Java programming language contains one or more methods, and a method contains program statements. So, what is a class? A class serves as a blueprint or template for creating objects. It is a fundamental concept in object-oriented programming or OOP and defines the structure and behavior that objects of the class will possess. What about method? A method is a block of code within a class that performs a specific task or set of actions. It is a fundamental building block of OOP in Java, enabling code organization, reusability, and modularity. A Java application always contains a method known as main. When executing a Java application, the Java Virtual Machine or JVM loads the class. The class's main method will then be invoked or called. The main method must be declared public, static, and void. In Java, public, static, and void are called modifiers. Modifiers define how methods and variables behave. We'll often see them together in method declarations like what is shown in the image. Let us break down and define these three. Public is an access modifier. An access modifier defines who can access the method or variable. In this case, public means any class can access it. If it is private, no other method or other variable can access it if it is outside the class. Static is a class-level modifier. It defines or indicates that the method or variable belongs to the class itself, not to instances of the other class. Lastly, void is the return type. It specifies that the method does not return a value. If a method is void, it performs an action but doesn't give back any result. Also, remember that only one class that is matching the file name may be declared as public. If the class is different than the file name, it will cause a compiling error. It must be the same because it helps the Java compiler and JVM to locate classes much easier. Now, let us take a look at this example of a source code in Java, wherein the file is named Hello World with the file extension .java. Notice that the statements are starting with curly braces and also ends with curly braces. That is how we open and close a statement in Java. We can also find the public, static, void, and the main method that we talked about earlier. Here, we can find the body or the statements that will be executed. This statement prints the phrase "Hello World."